Hey guys, it's TMF Style. I'm Jose Zuniga, and for this week, I wanted to show you two tie knots that I use all the time. And I actually think these are the only two tie knots any man should know. So if you're beginning out in menswear and let's say you're just building your tie collection and you don't know how to tie your tie, well, I'm gonna give you two very simple and the basics. This is all you need. I mean, nowadays on Instagram, you'll see a lot of extravagant and unnecessary ties like the Eldridge. There's one called like the Trinity, and it's just a bunch of nonsense basically around your neck, and it takes a long time to tie, and they're pointless. All right, so I'm gonna give you two ties. One, and this is my first one and the one that I use probably all the time. I don't think I never not use this tie knot. It's the easiest to do. I mean, in the morning, it takes you 2 seconds and you're out. And this is the Italian knot. The Italian knot, as you can see, it's very easy to do. And I'm gonna show you real quick. So basically all you do is you start with it right side forward. Sometimes you're gonna have to flip the tie over. For this tie knot, you start with it right side forward. You grab the small end, as you can see, and then you throw it around twice around, keeping your index as a placeholder where you're gonna put the tie in. So the second time around, you're gonna bring it in through the bottom and tuck it in through that where your index is, which is a placeholder, and pull it all the way through. When you're done, you wanna, obviously bring it all the way up, and this is a very unstructured look. It's not perfect, it's not set in stone, but I think it looks good in almost anything, to be honest. Even in a business setting, if you have a good, a sharp gray suit, a white shirt, and a nice black tie tied like this, you still will look sharp. And I enjoy this tie knot because it takes no effort. It's very easy, and it doesn't look like you tried so hard to tie your tie. The second one is a recommended one. There's two variations of this. There's the half Windsor and the full Windsor. The full Windsor, as the name says, it's just a bigger knot, a really big knot, and a knot that I really don't like. I think it looks obnoxious almost. It takes up too much of your neck space. So I always recommend going for the half Windsor. It's still that perfect V shape if you're into that more structured, perfect look, which there's nothing wrong with that, but it's a little bit smaller. It doesn't overpower so much of your neck. And of course, please remember, you're gonna wanna use some sort of cutaway collar shirt with this because it takes a lot of space, and you don't want the tips of the triangle to be tucked into your shirt collar. So as you can see, this one takes a little bit more time and effort. And as you see my brother, and sometimes the problem with this one is if, let's say you didn't measure appropriately and one tip comes out longer than the other, the tie comes out short, you have to start all over again. As you can see, it's a little bit more of an extensive process as the first tie that I showed you, and that's why my first one is always my favorite. But as you can see, he's almost finished now, and right now, again, the same thing. You just want to, straighten it out, bring it all the way up to your neck, make sure like there's no gapping. I talked about that in one of my videos, and that's it. You get a perfect tie knot, and this looks great in a business setting, to be honest. This is not for casual. You want to use this, when you're dressing up in a pinstripe. Think of that like a businessman. So those are the two tie knots that I think every man should know, and the easiest ones and the only ones you really need. These tie knots will always make you look great. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, remember to hit the like up button. If it was helpful, remember to share so we can reach more men and help more men. Thank you guys for watching.